Iranian hackers unleash new Android spyware, DCHSpy explained. Imagine a world where your phone, your most trusted companion, could be turned against you, spying on your every move, message, and even private conversations. Sounds like something out of a thriller movie, right? But here's the chilling reality. Iranian hackers have reportedly upped their game with an upgraded version of Android spyware designed to do just that. And this isn't happening in isolation. It's unfolding amidst rising geopolitical tensions between Iran and Israel. According to a detailed report released by Lookout on July 21, https://www.lookout.com/threat-intelligence/article/Iranian-DCHSpy-surveillanceware. Cybersecurity experts uncovered for new samples of DCHSpy, a sophisticated surveillance tool linked to MuddyWater, an infamous Iranian cyber espionage group. This discovery comes just weeks after hostilities flared between Iran and Israel in June, a timeline that raises eyebrows about the timing and intent behind these malicious activities. So how are attackers luring victims into downloading this dangerous software? The answer lies in clever social engineering tactics tied to Starlink, Elon Musk's satellite internet service. During a government-imposed internet blackout in Iran in July, Starlink stepped in to provide connectivity for Iranians cut off from the web. However, it seems that hackers saw this as an opportunity rather than a humanitarian effort. By creating fake apps related to Starlink and disguising them as legitimate services, they've managed to trick users into installing the updated versions of DCHSpy. Now let's dive deeper into what makes DCHSpy so concerning. It belongs to a family of Android-based surveillance tools that have been active since at least 2024. If you're unfamiliar with its origins, think of it as a close cousin to another notorious malware called Sandstrike. First identified by Kaspersky back in 2022, Sandstrike targeted members of the Baha'i faith, a religious community facing persecution in Iran. Both pieces of malware share similar infrastructure and are believed to be crafted by MuddyWater, an advanced persistent threat (APT) group closely associated with Iran's Ministry of Intelligence and Security. What sets DCHSpy apart is its ability to blend seamlessly into everyday apps. Previous iterations posed as Hide VPN, a seemingly legitimate virtual private network solution. In this latest campaign, though, attackers have shifted gears, impersonating two new VPN applications, EarthVPN, claiming to originate from Romania, and Komodo VPN, supposedly based in Canada. Alongside these decoys, there's also an app named Hazrat ESQ. These apps are being promoted across Telegram channels catering to English and Farsi-speaking audiences, using provocative anti-Iran narratives to entice downloads. But here's where it gets controversial. One of the EarthVPN samples was uploaded with a file name referencing Starlink. Not only does this suggest a direct connection to the ongoing conflict, but it also hints at how resourceful, and perhaps ruthless, these hackers can be. To make matters worse, the apps list random business addresses and contact numbers from their supposed home countries, adding another layer of deception to fool unsuspecting users. Once installed, the damage inflicted by DCHSpy is extensive. Unlike earlier variants, which primarily focused on stealing basic data like contacts and SMS messages, the newest versions go far beyond. They now harvest accounts logged into the device, files stored locally, location history, call logs, WhatsApp chats, audio recordings via microphone hijacking, and photos captured through unauthorized camera access. Essentially, if it exists on your phone, DCHSpy wants it. And this is the part most people miss. The evolution of DCHSpy reflects not only technological advancements but also the shifting political landscape in the Middle East. As Iran tightens its grip on dissent following a fragile ceasefire with Israel, tools like DCHSpy become increasingly valuable for monitoring citizens' activities. What implications does this have for privacy and freedom of expression? Is it possible to defend against such insidious threats? Lookout's research doesn't stop there. Their investigation revealed a staggering total of 17 mobile malware families tied to at least 10 Iranian APT groups. Among them are familiar names like Sandstrike and DCHSpy, alongside lesser-known but equally sinister tools like BoldSpy, used by Iran's law enforcement command last year, and Guard-Zoo, linked to Yemen's Houthi rebels. Even more alarming is the fact that some of these groups aren't relying solely on custom-built malware. They're reproposing widely available spyware frameworks like Metasploit, Android, Armith, and SpyMax to carry out their operations. This begs the question: are we underestimating the scale of mobile espionage today? With so many actors leveraging both bespoke and off-the-shelf tools, how can individuals and organizations stay safe? Should tech companies take greater responsibility in safeguarding vulnerable populations during crises like internet blackouts? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree that the intersection of technology and geopolitics poses unprecedented risks? Or do you believe governments and corporations are doing enough to combat these threats? Share your opinions in the comments below. We're eager to spark a meaningful conversation. Spyware targeting Iranians, a pre-war analysis. **** In an alarming revelation, it's shown that Iranians have faced a significant escalation of digital surveillance just prior to their nation's conflict with Israel. **** Recent research highlights that over a dozen individuals in Iran had their mobile devices infected with spyware during the months leading up to this intense period of warfare. A comprehensive study conducted by the Miaan Group, a digital human rights organization headquartered in Austin, Texas, uncovered that numerous Iranians received unsettling threat notifications from Apple Incorporated during the first half of 2025. This alarming notification indicated potential spyware intrusions, but researchers suspect that these findings only scratch the surface, suggesting that many more targets may remain undiscovered. Moreover, cybersecurity expert Hamid Kashfi, based in Sweden and the founder of the cybersecurity firm Darkcell, has also identified another wave of spyware attacks aimed at Iranians. This brings to light the broader implications of digital warfare and raises pressing questions about individual privacy and security in an increasingly tumultuous geopolitical landscape. ***, but here's where it gets controversial. ***, with the rise of digital threats, how should nations balance national security against the fundamental right to privacy? This situation illustrates a critical intersection of technology, human rights, and political tension that deserves public discussion. Do you think enough is being done to protect citizens from such digital invasions? Or do you believe that when it comes to national defense, privacy should take a backseat? We invite you to join the conversation. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below.